Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the video. It's Tall Gamer here. So the camera's a bit weird, but it is. You can still see my face and you can still see my reaction to what's going on in the video. So today we are watching top 10 Christmas urban legends that are too real to ignore. So let's get straight on with that with the number 10.
Merry Christmas. I believe this video is going up on Christmas, so let me know in the comments below what you're doing today. Now, what better way to celebrate the holidays than by a top 10 list all about Christmas urban legends? Grab your hot cocoa and your candy canes and get ready for today's video. Starting off this countdown, we have Mince Meat Pie. Is anyone here actually a fan of Mince Meat Pie? Or like how old you have to be before you actually enjoy eating it? Well, if you said you do like it, I'm sorry. This legend might deter you from ever eating it ever again. Legend goes that this popular Christmas dish was invented in the 16th century as a way for humans to cook and eat other humans. Yeah, you heard me. Apparently back then some people would add humans.
Sorry, what the fuck? And also, what the fuck is that on my screen right now? What the actual... Wow. Wow. No, that just...
To their mincemeat pie. That's where the meat came from. That is disgusting. Rumor has it that this legend is the reason why mincemeat pies no longer have meat in them. At least most don't. So maybe think twice at the dinner table if someone serves this dish. Coming in at number 9, we have reselling donated toys. Imagine donating a bunch of toys to the less fortunate only for a store to take your donated items and resell them on their shelves. Pretty scummy, right? Well, legend goes that back in 2002, Walmart was doing just this. So in November, a Toys for Tots rep was outside of a Walmart in Colorado collecting toys for tots. Well, when they came back the next day, the toy box was empty. All the donated toys were placed on the shelves. Now, apparently, this wasn't done with malicious intent. It was done by complete accident, or so they say. There was some miscommunication between the store manager and his employees, and the toys were taken from the donation bin and put back on the shelves.
Well, that's messed up, isn't it? That's really fucked up. Mistake. Walmart.
Yikes. Wouldn't surprise me if other companies do this on purpose, though. Just saying. In our 8th spot, we have the Chimney Death. This is probably one of the most famous Christmas urban legends, and it scared the crap out of me as a kid. So legend goes that on Christmas Eve, a father decided to dress up as Santa and slide down the chimney to surprise his wife and kids. However, while trying to get down, he got stuck and died of asphyxiation. That's not all though. His wife didn't know what her husband was doing, so later that night, she lit a fire. And shortly after, she realized a weird smell coming from the fireplace. When she looked up to see what was going on, she saw her dead husband's face staring right back at her. Way to ruin Christmas. Now apparently this is just an urban legend, whereas others insist that it is indeed true. Moving on at number 7, we have the poinsettias. This is another fairly famous Christmas legend. So poinsettias are often given as gifts around the holidays. Apparently, they are very deadly, especially to pets and the young. Legend goes that eating the leaves of a poinsettia will kill you. So many people thought this was real that they were throwing out their red leafy plants. But turns out this is just a legend. A study found that humans and pets would need to eat about 500 leaves in order to get sick, which is unlikely to happen in the first place because apparently the leaves are very bitter. So if someone were to take a bite out of it, number 1, they'd regret all their life choices, and 2, they wouldn't get sick and die from it. Moving on at number 6, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Apparently, the origin of this song is incredibly dark. Legend goes that it was created by a father to comfort his daughter whose mother was dying of cancer. Told you it was incredibly dark. So it was written in 1919 by a man named Robert May. At the time of writing the song, his wife was slowly dying of cancer, but apparently it wasn't written to distract his daughter or cheer her up. It was written as part of a promotional campaign for the department store that he worked for as a copywriter. I don't know who made up that legend in the first place, but that is very dark. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the Killer Claus, another very famous urban legend. It was even featured in the 90s show Tales from the Crypt, Christopher's favorite show. Basically, legend goes that on Christmas Eve, a wife ended up killing her husband. That same night, a patient from a psych ward escaped and went around killing people in a Santa Claus outfit. Eventually, he managed to find his way to this woman's home and goes around chasing her with an axe. The woman tries to outsmart the killer and the police by saying that that the killer Santa was the one who killed her husband. But her plan fails when her daughter ends up letting the killer into the house. And I'm sure you can imagine how this ends. The woman ends up getting axed. Merry to all a good night. Moral of the story, don't kill people and don't try to outsmart killers. Coming in at number 4,
Well, so far they've been quite... wow. Right. Probably going to get worse from here. Down to 4, let's go.
have the deadly Christmas trees.
Oh,
According
yes,
to this
told you,
next
told you what
legend,
to say.
people that have real fresh Christmas trees should be careful, for their tree could contain parasites that can make you incredibly sick. So legend goes that some Christmas trees have dormant ticks or tick eggs. When you bring them into your home, the ticks will become active and can go around biting your family or pets. As we all know, some ticks carry Lyme disease, which can make you incredibly sick. And apparently, one female tick can latch 2,000 eggs under the bark of a tree. Imagine 2,000 eggs hatching in your home. Nope. I'm out of there. Well, thankfully, this is just a legend. First off, ticks are less active during the winter. Not only that, but ticks aren't born with Lyme disease. They get it after feeding on a diseased animal. So if a tick were on your tree and hatched, chances are it wouldn't be carrying Lyme disease. Plus, the odds of this all happening in the first place is so low. In our third spot, we have the candy canes. Do you love festive minty candy canes? If so, sorry, this next legend might ruin them for you.
Good.
So legend goes that candy canes were created as a homage to Jesus Christ. That candy cane upside down, you get a J shape. J for Jesus. Not only that, but the white and red colorway is symbolic. The white symbolizes his innocence. The red, well, it symbolizes his blood. Isn't that merry? Obviously, this is just a myth, but some believe it to be real. If it was real, I don't know about you, but I would feel weird sucking on candy meant to represent Jesus. In our second spot, we have the coded message. So apparently the 12 Days of Christmas song is just one big Christian coded message. So apparently the song was created as a way to spread the Christian faith during a time in Europe when having this faith was punishable by death. So the song was a way to help young Catholics learn the tenets of their faith. For example, true love is code for God. So on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, aka God gave to me. And each gift that
Oh, yeah, finally.
Unbelievable.
Nobody cares.
And each gift that he gave is reference to important articles of the Christian faith. For example, 10 Lords of Leaping are the 10 Commandments. 6 Geese a-laying is the 6 days of creation, so on and so on. Now, this has been debunked, but you decide what you want to believe. And in our number 1 spot today, we have the exploding Christmas trees.
Coffee.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not allowed to have real Christmas trees in my apartment complex for the fear that they will spontaneously catch on fire. Apparently, this is a common fear. If you do have a real Christmas tree and you let it get dried out and then have hot Christmas lights on it, well, you're just asking for a problem. Now, it turns out that there is some truth behind this. Christmas trees can catch on fire if they do get really dried out, but they don't just randomly explode or combust like in the legends. Plus, the odds of it catching on fire are very rare. From 2006 to 2011, only 230 Christmas tree related fires happened. Nonetheless, please still be safe this holiday season. All right, guys, that's all for
Well, that was a very interesting video, I've got to say. Especially number 1, exploding Christmas trees, killing Santas. What more could you ask for? Well, that's all we've got time for today, guys, but I will see you very soon, and goodbye for now.